Welcome to Friends at Gameology, hosted by MoonlightCrew.com,
Reviews for science.
in 7 minutes or less.
Timeline. This one is the inventions, and there are four. We have four. I think there are 4 or 5.
There's at least 5 because there's Americana, which we don't have.
Okay, different themes, but it's the same game. So it is a simple timeline-based game. You start with one card, which happens to be the invention of role-playing games. Pretty convenient that it just was randomly on the top. And so you start with the year, and you put it down. And then
Which you can't see, but it's 1974.
And then, starting with the youngest player, I think, in turn order, everyone takes these, which don't have the year. Like, there's 2 different sides, one that has the year, one doesn't. And they say, was it before or after this one card? So the invention of adhesive tape is going to be before. So I'm going to put it, and it is. So I keep it there. And you go around, and it gets increasingly harder because more cards get in the timeline. And so Tom is going to go and say, I think this one was...
The first Model T Ford is made. So I'll say it was before 1923, and it was. It was 1908. And so now there are 3 different spots on the timeline, which makes it more difficult.
And then it gets harder, and I say, okay, I got that one right. And so things like that. If you get them wrong, you just take a new card. First person to get rid of all 4 of their cards is the winner. And so, pretty simple game. So, simplicity versus complexity.
It's as simple as we just explained it. You could play it right now. It doesn't get easier than this.
Yeah, that's it. I would agree. I think it's real simple. Knowing what the cards are is not, but yeah, just playing, that's how you play. Luck versus strategy.
Whew. So the luck aspect is that sometimes you just know these.
Yeah.
If I get like a World War II one, I'm like, I pretty much know that was in the 1940s, early 1940s. Like, I can get that.
Right.
Sometimes, though, you get one that's just oddball. I mean, this is the invention of the screw. When was that? I don't know. I mean...
The invention of the pull tab can?
Turns out it was negative 250. So, now you know.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, like, some of these you'll know, some of these you won't. It's hard to say there's a strategy in this game because it's trivia-based. And so, like, do you know trivia or don't you? However, there is some strategy that you can bet on the longer spreads between the years because those are more likely to have the one, or you can try to play your easy ones first or hard ones first, so your easy ones you know later when it's already going to be harder. You know, there's some strategies you can try here, but I mean, it's a trivia game. You either know it or you don't.
Yeah, I would agree. It's akin to me wits and wagers with the spread. You want to pick the spread, the one that you're going to get the most with, and unless you know the exact date. And so I think this is pretty non-strategic, and luck if you know them. Fun versus boring. I think this game is a fun little quick game. Sometimes I wish it was faster than it is. I think people agonize over their choices, and I just want them to go because you either know it or you don't. But I mean, if you like this, you go, oh, eventually the pull tab can, and if you sit there for a few seconds trying to think, and then you put it, that's fine. But I'm talking about the people that are like, oh, I just don't know. And you're like,
you're not gonna know.
You're not going like,
just try now. Just try.
It's not gonna get you to get it. So just put it on the table and then grab a new card. And so, because it's not a game that you need to take seriously, it's a fun little filler game to me that I enjoy.
This is kind of a boring game to me because it's trivia, and I just don't care for trivia games that much. That's just a personal thing. If you like trivia games, this will be a very interesting one because it's trivia about when things happened. It's not about like how many of something or where. It's about when did this happen. And so if you like trivia, this is gonna be right up your alley. But for me, it's kind of boring, and I never really want to play it.
VGG rating?
Having said I'll never really want to play it, I repent. I'd give it a 5. It's a take it or leave it. So I mean, I would play it because oftentimes you're waiting for some people to come into the door, and you're like, let's just pull out Timeline. I know it's going to be, well, it's supposed to be quick, and we'll get it done in time, and we'll fill the game time that we have. But I would also just not play it if something else was available. So I say a 5.
I give it a 6, just a step above a 5, maybe a 6.5. I think it's a nice little game, but it's not one that I want to. If I want to play a game, I don't think I want to play Timeline because I'm really gonna be able to strategize and all that, right? It's not that type of game, but it is a fun, it's an enjoyable experience for me, and I suggest it every once in a while. So every time we get to multiples of 500 subscribers, we give away a free glitter painting. Oh, Tom is showing off that it matches. So subscribe so that you can possibly win.
It could be you that wins.
Timeline. We've presented the evidence.
You be the judge.